This video contains a truth that has changed the lives of many people. If you are having health problems and have ever felt stuck, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section so we can share useful knowledge together. Have you ever sat down after a meal, waiting and waiting for that familiar, comforting signal from your gut, but nothing happens? Maybe you even try again later in the day, only to be left feeling heavy, bloated, and frustrated. You're not alone. Constipation is one of those silent struggles that so many older adults deal with, but hardly anyone talks about. It creeps in slowly, robs you of energy, messes with your mood, and makes even the simplest routines feel off balance. But here's the good news: relief is possible, gentle, natural, and lasting relief. Today, we're going to talk about something that could truly change your day-to-day comfort, your energy, and even your peace of mind. We're diving into 7 of the best natural laxatives specifically suited for people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. These are not harsh chemicals. These are gentle allies from nature that work with your body, not against it, to get things moving smoothly again. If you're tired of depending on over-the-counter pills that leave you cramping, or running to the bathroom without warning, you're in the right place. This isn't just about going to the bathroom. This is about feeling lighter, having more energy, sleeping better, and getting back to enjoying your days fully. So grab a cup of tea or get cozy in your favorite chair, and let's talk. And while you're here, I want to invite you to share in the comments below what are you currently struggling with when it comes to digestion or constipation. Are there certain remedies you've tried? I read every message, and I'm here to support you. Sometimes just knowing someone else is going through the same thing can bring comfort. And sometimes the right advice from the right person makes all the difference. Let's begin with one of nature's oldest and most trusted remedies: prunes. Yes, the humble prune. It might sound old-fashioned, but believe me, there's a reason why your grandmother probably swore by them. Prunes are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, and they also contain something special called sorbitol. Sorbitol is a natural sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines, helping to soften the stool and encourage regular movement. For seniors, this is a gentle solution, no drama, no urgency. Just reliable help when you need it most. But here's a tip: don't just eat a handful of prunes once and expect magic. Make it a habit. Try having 4 to 6 prunes in the morning or as a snack in the afternoon. You can soak them overnight for a softer, easier to digest treat, or blend them into a smoothie with banana and oats for a fiber-packed breakfast. Give your body a few days to respond, and you'll likely notice a shift not just in your bathroom habits, but in how light and clear you feel overall. Now, let's talk about chia seeds. These tiny little seeds are powerhouses of nutrition, and they're especially helpful when it comes to constipation. Chia seeds absorb water and expand, forming a gel-like texture that helps move things through your intestines. Think of them like gentle scrubbers that help clear out buildup and keep things flowing. The beauty of chia seeds is that they're incredibly easy to add to your diet. You can sprinkle them into your morning oatmeal, stir them into yogurt, or add them to a glass of water and let them soak for 15 minutes before drinking. Some folks even make chia pudding by soaking them overnight in almond milk with a bit of honey and cinnamon. It's delicious, nourishing, and your gut will thank you for it. But here's the key: drink water. Chia seeds work best when there's plenty of fluid to help them expand and do their job. So if you're adding chia to your routine, make sure you're also sipping throughout the day. Dehydration is one of the sneakiest causes of constipation in older adults. Our sense of thirst can decrease with age, so we often don't even realize we're not drinking enough. Aim for small sips throughout the day, not big gulps all at once. A glass of water first thing in the morning and another with each meal can go a long way. Now, if you've tried prunes and chia seeds and are still looking for an extra boost, let's not forget about flax seeds. These little golden or brown seeds have been used for centuries to ease digestive discomfort. Like chia, they're high in fiber and help add bulk to your stool. But flax seeds have a special trick up their sleeve. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the gut and promote smoother, gentler digestion. The best way to use flax seeds is to grind them fresh. Whole seeds can pass through your system undigested, but when ground, they release their nutrients and fiber where your body can actually use them. Add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your smoothie, sprinkle it over soup, or stir it into warm cereal. The nutty flavor is mild, and the benefits are big. I've had many patients in their 60s and 70s tell me that just a small amount of flaxseed each day made a noticeable difference, not just in their bowel habits, but in how their belly felt. Less bloating, less gas, and more regularity. So if you've been feeling uncomfortable, bloated, or just not like yourself lately, maybe it's time to give these natural helpers a real shot. They don't shock the body like chemical laxatives. They support you gently and consistently. Now that we've talked about the power of prunes, chia seeds, and flax seeds, let's keep this momentum going and explore a few more remedies that might just become your new best friends. Now that we've already talked about the power of water and the gentle magic of prunes, let's move into something that might already be sitting in your kitchen cabinet, but you've probably overlooked it for years. Have you ever heard of chia seeds? Tiny, yes, but don't let their size fool you. These little black or white seeds are like fiber bombs in disguise. Just a tablespoon of chia can deliver a serious boost to your digestive health. When you soak them in water, something almost magical happens. They form a gel-like coating. That gel works wonders inside your intestines. It softens the stool, adds bulk, and helps it glide through your system more smoothly, without the harsh cramping some over-the-counter laxatives can cause. The best part? You don't need to make major changes to start using chia. You can sprinkle them into your morning oatmeal, mix them into a smoothie, or even stir them into a glass of water with a bit of lemon. One of my patients, Ms. Linda, 72 years old and sharp as a tack, told me she used to dread going to the bathroom. It was like going into battle, she said. But after she started adding a teaspoon of soaked chia to her breakfast routine, things, well, moved along much more peacefully. She now calls it her morning miracle. And while we're on the topic of natural support, let's talk about something a little sweeter, figs. Now, figs are nature's candy with a hidden agenda, helping your bowels work better. They're packed with fiber, both soluble and insoluble. That means they help your gut in two ways. First, they keep things soft and hydrated inside. Second, they support the movement of everything through your intestines like a gentle broom sweeping through. What's more, figs contain something called phycin, a natural enzyme that helps break down food more efficiently. That makes it easier for your body to digest, absorb, and release. You can enjoy fresh figs if they're in season, but dried figs work just as well. Soak a few overnight in warm water and eat them first thing in the morning. Many of my older patients say they feel the difference in just a few days. And unlike pills or powders, there's no mystery about what's inside a fig. What you see is what you get, and what you get is healing. Now, let's pause for a moment and ask something important. How often are you moving your body? I'm not talking about marathons or hour-long gym sessions. I mean light walking, gentle stretches, maybe some slow dancing in the living room. Because one of the quiet culprits behind constipation, especially in older adults, is simply sitting too much. Think of your intestines as a long, winding tube. Movement in your body helps create movement in that tube. When you're sedentary for too long, things inside your gut can become stagnant, almost like traffic in a tunnel. But just a short walk after dinner, or a few simple leg lifts in the morning, can get things flowing again. Mr. Thomas, one of my longtime patients, used to joke that his recliner chair had become part of his skeleton. But after a health scare, he started walking to the mailbox every morning, then around the block, then down to the local cafe. Not only did his digestion improve, but he told me he felt more awake, more confident, and even more social. It's not just about preventing constipation, it's about restoring freedom. Because when your gut is happy, your whole body starts to follow. Let's not forget, too, that emotional stress, something many seniors carry silently, can also tighten the gut like a clenched fist. That's why I always remind my patients, caring for your digestion isn't just about what you eat. It's also about how you live. A peaceful walk in the garden, a good laugh with friends, or even 5 quiet minutes with a warm cup of tea can make a difference. That brings us to one more gentle, effective natural aid, and it's been used for centuries. Flaxseed. Golden or brown. Ground flaxseed is another quiet hero in the battle against constipation. It's rich in soluble fiber and omega-3s, which help lubricate the intestines and keep things soft and regular. But here's the secret. It works best when it's ground, not whole. Whole flax seeds tend to pass right through you, but when ground, they release all their beneficial oils and fiber into your digestive system. You can stir it into yogurt, mix it with a glass of water, or bake it into homemade muffins. And unlike some synthetic laxatives, flaxseed doesn't cause dependency. It just gently supports your body's natural rhythm. I remember one gentleman, Mr. Duong, who came into my clinic with a long list of prescriptions and a very quiet voice. He was embarrassed, even ashamed, to talk about his bathroom issues. But once he started adding ground flax to his morning cereal, just 1 spoonful a day, he called me a few weeks later and said, "Doctor, I feel like I've got my life back." That one small change brought him so much relief. And that's the beauty of these natural options. They aren't magic pills or quick fixes. They're simple, nourishing tools that support your body's natural strength. Because the truth is, constipation is more than just a physical burden. It steals energy. It affects your sleep. It clouds your mood. But with the right care, gentle, natural care, you can break free from that cycle. So far, we've talked about the natural helpers that nourish your gut from the inside: chia, figs, flaxseed, and the power of gentle movement. These are easy to find, easy to use, and kind to your body. Let's keep this journey going, because there are still more gentle allies to introduce. And I want you to have the full toolkit at your fingertips. We've already met some powerful friends: chia, figs, flaxseed, and the underrated power of gentle movement. But there's one more natural remedy that has quietly supported generations, especially in traditional cultures, and it might be in your spice cabinet right now. Let me introduce you to the aloe vera juice remedy. You might know aloe vera as something to soothe burns or cool irritated skin, but inside that thick, green leaf lies a potent natural laxative, especially in its pure, inner gel form. When properly prepared and taken in moderation, aloe vera juice can help stimulate your digestive tract, encouraging regular bowel movements without the harsh side effects of chemical laxatives. Why does it work? Aloe contains compounds called anthraquinones, which help increase the water content in your intestines and stimulate peristalsis, the wave-like muscle movement that pushes stool forward. But here's the key: you need pure, food-grade aloe vera juice, and you should start slowly, perhaps with just a tablespoon mixed into a glass of water once daily. Ms. Bick, a soft-spoken 80-year-old woman I once treated, was skeptical when I suggested it. "Aloe, isn't that for your face?" she asked. But after a week of carefully incorporating it into her routine, she told me with a smile, "Doctor, my belly feels like it's breathing again." A lightness returned to her that even her family noticed. Still, not everyone should use aloe, especially those with kidney issues or certain heart conditions. So, as always, it's important to talk with your healthcare provider first. Now let's turn our attention to another powerful and completely ordinary digestive aid that works not just as a helper, but also as prevention: magnesium-rich foods. You may have heard of magnesium citrate in pharmacies, a popular over-the-counter solution for constipation. But did you know that you can often get the same effect more gently through your diet? Magnesium plays a vital role in relaxing your muscles, including the muscles of your intestines. It also helps draw water into the bowel, which softens stool and makes it easier to pass. Many seniors don't get enough magnesium in their daily intake, especially if their diets are low in whole grains, leafy greens, seeds, and legumes. Here are a few gentle sources of magnesium you can include: pumpkin seeds, almonds, cooked spinach, avocados, black beans, bananas. When Ms. H. Chiang, a retired teacher and lifelong coffee lover, added a small magnesium-rich smoothie to her daily breakfast: banana, almond butter, and a handful of spinach, she noticed two things. First, her bloating reduced significantly. And second, her trips to the bathroom became, as she jokingly put it, less dramatic. These foods don't just help move things along, they also nourish your body deeply, supporting bone strength, mood stability, and better sleep. Which brings us to the final natural aid in our gentle list, one that is ancient, aromatic, and delightfully soothing: herbal teas. When your digestion is slow, your belly bloated, and your mood a bit heavy, a warm cup of the right tea can feel like a healing hand on your stomach. Here are a few that shine in this area. 1. Senna tea, a well-known natural laxative, but one to be used sparingly. Senna contains compounds that actively stimulate bowel movements. It's effective, but not meant for everyday use. 2. Peppermint tea helps relax the muscles of your gastrointestinal tract, easing cramps, gas, and bloating, especially after meals. 3. Ginger tea. Ginger stimulates digestion and improves circulation in the stomach, which can help relieve sluggishness and discomfort. 4. Dandelion tea supports liver health and acts as a mild laxative, especially helpful for people who deal with occasional constipation linked to poor digestion. Mr. James, a 76-year-old gardener, used to struggle with nighttime constipation. His wife began making him a cup of warm ginger and dandelion tea before bed. Within a week, he told me, "It's like my body knows when it's time to relax and let go now." His sleep improved, his energy returned, his garden and his gut began to thrive again. So let's take a deep breath together. Constipation can be painful. It can be frustrating, but it doesn't have to define your days. Whether it's chia in your smoothie, figs with your breakfast, a walk after dinner, a spoonful of flax, or a calming herbal tea before bed, you have options. Real, gentle, nourishing options that honor your body and support its natural wisdom. And the best part? These are remedies that don't just fix a problem. They invite you to live more fully, with less discomfort, more ease, and greater joy. Because you deserve that.